Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Outside of Life, where it's all about how you can turn your creative passion into a profession. My name is Eva, and my guest today is an illustrator, character designer, and concept artist from one of my favorite cities in the world, Barcelona. She studied fashion design, and her illustrations reflect many fashion details and a lot of colors. She is captivated by drawing mermaids, and every year she's participating in a mermaid challenge by Tom Bancroft. Traveling is her passion and she loves getting to know new customs and people. As she says, she's inspired by their colors, fashion, and the weather. So please welcome Nerea Mas and let's get to the interview. So welcome everyone to the next episode of Outside of Life, and I'm super happy to have my guest here, Nerea Mas. Hi!
No, hello, Eva.
Super happy to have you here. And let's start with your background. And maybe you can tell us a bit more how you got to art.
Oh, well, first of all, thank you so much, Eva, to give me this amazing opportunity to talk to you and about my way in the world of artists. And this is my first interview in English, so I'm sorry for my mistakes.
Oh, no worries.
My first language is Catalan and then Spanish, and so English is my third language. And hope you understand me and have a good time together.
Definitely, I'm sure. And if you can maybe share biggest turning points or decisions, what you had to do in order to follow your art passion.
Yeah. Well, I've been started drawing when I was 4 years, more or less. Always I loved drawing all of my life, and I've been doing until today, every day. And I remember when I was 8 or 9 years, being at home during winter evenings next to the fireplace with a lot of white papers and pencils or pens, it doesn't matter. And drawing during hours and hours. I was happy. In my school, my school notebooks were full of drawing. And I remember when, well, all of my teachers, they scolded me and they told me, Nerea, notebooks are not for drawing. They are to take notes about this class. Horrible. And yeah, this is true.
Don't draw.
Well, the biggest decision, don't draw, but I draw. About the biggest decision I took in my artistic life, maybe when I finished the administrative studies. After the studies, I went to Barcelona with one of my friends. And we live in Barcelona during maybe 5 or 6 years. And Barcelona is very close to where I was born. And when I arrived in Barcelona, I fell in love with the city and the people. A real love, and I'm still in love in it. I studied fashion design in FD. FD is a private college in Barcelona. And during my career, there was a subject in which I fell immediately in love. Illustration and human anatomy. And these classes were about body's anatomy, sketching with a model, and more things like this. And in these classes, I feel like free to draw in my style. And after these years, I come maybe the most important point in my life, because I decided to experience and try new things alone and take my time only for me. I wanted to do what I like it, only drawing and film me and myself, anything else. I'm feeling okay that until today, because this is my opinion. The most important decision I took in my professional life is this.
Oh, perfect. And so did you have like a mentor, you remember, or someone who inspired you the most?
Yeah, well, my mentor, yes, definitely, yes. My auntie Nerea, she calls Teresina, but her name is Istra for me. She's the person who called me for the first time. She's a big artist and she worked a lot of years. Yeah.
Cool.
She's a big artist and she worked a lot of years on her life as an artist like me. And she's the biggest artist I know until today. And she's a good person too. She's my auntie. When I was a little girl, all I wanted was be like her. I know until today, I wish the same yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. And what was like
Yeah.
what was the best
And
advice? What was the
yes,
best
yes.
advice she gave you, maybe?
Oh, be faithful to your heart and do it if you feel happy.
Oh, really nice.
When I was a little girl, all I wanted to be like her because she is an amazing artist, my auntie. And my passion for mermaids comes to her tone.
Ah,
She lived for a lot of years, maybe 20 or 30 years, in a beautiful town. It calls Mao, from Menorca Island.
uh-huh.
And in front of her house, there is a monument of a beautiful mermaid about a rock into the sea.
Oh,
And I drowned her a lot. This mermaid is like or similar, a little bit, more little than the mermaid about Copenhagen, Denmark,
yeah.
but very similar. Yeah,
Ah, cool,
and I
cool.
drown her every day, every day.
Oh, so nice. Yeah, because I saw the one in
Yeah.
Copenhagen, but I haven't seen this one in the... Oh, okay. So that's on my travel to-do list now.
How?
And so do you also remember maybe like the worst advice as well along the way
You can't.
that you cannot...
You can. The worst advice I got is you can't.
Mm,
It's not true if you like who you are, and I love you like it, you can. But
yeah.
no, the worst advice I got is you can't.
Oh.
No.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
when you put your mind to it, then you can do it afterwards, like in the future. Like, okay,
Uh-huh.
I am following it. And
Yeah.
how would you describe your art style or the idea, vision, what you have in your artworks? As you mentioned, the mermaids, from the inspiration from that village. Do you have something else that is always in your artworks?
Oh, the script of freshness and sweet things and good sensations. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
More things, but simple, freshness, sweet things, good sensations and vibrations. Yes, I like to communicate to other people. You
Mm-hmm.
can be fresh, simple, and happy. My drawings are fresh. Are not excessive with a lot of colors. They are simple. I like playing with lights and shadows with different colors in each illustration, different textures, different brushes. But I never play with a lot of different colors in the same illustration or the same color palette or similar. I was.
Yeah, and so do you set the color palette before you start your drawing?
Oh, I don't know. I use the color palette about Photoshop.
Mm-hmm. So
I use tell.
sorry. My question was like if you choose the colors before you go to draw.
No, no.
So
I don't choose the colors. I'm standing in front of my tablet, and first I doing the sketch,
yeah.
and the inspiration has come step by step. I'm not um, try with all the colors
Mm-hmm.
palette, but in my opinion, it's very important. Create first the sketch
Yeah.
and then the inspiration um, coming, and you choose maybe some pink,
Mm-hmm.
and then the sketch are no I this color, okay, other color, try simple green. No, I don't like this green, just other color. And then improve.
Yeah. So you're just trying what
Yeah.
fits. Okay, perfect. And what is your like biggest inspiration? As you mentioned, the mermaids in the village. Is there also something else you inspired you? Like maybe something strange or weird?
Oof, I'm inspired about all the things, and but I took inspiration maybe by Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and Pinterest, and or Google simply.
Yeah.
Because you're looking in Google and wow, this model and the weather um and the weather no you maybe you can see one model about a Christian Dior collection maybe
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's example, but you can inspire about this dress and the hair with other model, or inspiration is in all of places or maybe you go to your street and look and
Mm-hmm.
oh you see a girl with a perfect hair, or maybe the t-shirt or the shoes with all.
Oh, nice. And if someone wants to do what you do now, what would you say they should start with? Like, do you have favorite tools and mediums you use now, or maybe what you started with?
Now, I don't know. When you want as you like, I like to communicate to other people as you like, you can. And I don't need it a lot to get here. The only thing you need is your passion. Maybe if you have some basic knowledge of design or digital programs, or much better. I started with a simple papers and basic pencil or pen, charcoal, watercolor. But during my career of fashion design, I studied something about design programs like Photoshop or InDesign, but not much. I learned by myself, alone, and trying new layers, testing new colors, and working hard and every day. Um, but I'm as a self-taught on the illustration world, really.
And
And now I'm, yeah, tell me.
I just wanted to ask if you have like a favorite pencil or favorite watercolor brand.
No, I use wash,
Mm-hmm.
wash brand for our brush original paintings.
Mm-hmm.
And watercolor, I don't know, because I have old watercolor,
Mm-hmm.
maybe to 10 or 11 years. And yeah, the same.
And what about the gouache brand? Do you use one specific brand or you have different types?
No, different types. I trying.
So no favorite one?
Yeah. No, no, really, no. No.
And when you mentioned that you were self-taught and you were learning by yourself, can you recommend some books which you learned from?
Oh, books. I don't know. About books. Maybe the Archive series of Walt Disney Studios Animation, or maybe I don't know. To start to drawing. To start to draw, maybe I have in my library design about the Archie series of Walt Disney Animation,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe sorry, the art of Disney Golden Books,
Mm-hmm.
and the animation sketches of Walt Disney Animation, or maybe all books. To start it, they are all books.
Nice. And so what are the projects you are...
But
Yeah?
for the mediums and tools, when I started, now I'm working with Photoshop program,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of people ask me the I am now working only with Photoshop program on Wacom Syndico in my studio, but I've been working with these too. I was started drawing with digital format and until today. But when I'm traveling, I take my iPad Pro with Apple Pencil and I use Procreate because it's very similar than Photoshop program, and I like it so much. Procreate. Also, I use wash paint to do original paintings, and I like when I have only with me my sketchbook or red pencil to do sketches. I think is the best art to do, but this is my opinion. What I want to say is, for me, work is digital. And ENK or watercolor, pencil, pen, it doesn't matter, on a paper is a pleasure.
Ah, okay. So it's more for fun with the traditional tools.
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Yeah, because with the Procreate, I haven't tried yet, so I still need to try. So you like it?
Yeah, it's a good program.
Ah, cool.
Yes, it's very similar. It's a program very similar than Photoshop.
Yeah.
Like the same.
And how do you design your day? What do you do like daily or weekly?
Well, wow. I wake up in the morning and the first feeling I have, I feeling very proud as to my husband Joel. Yeah, she's she can see this interview. He can see this interview. He's my charming prince with those blue eyes. And I'm feeling so honored. And then I wake up my three hearts. I have three children. My two sons, Eloy and Patrick, and my mini-me, my daughter Colleen. I think that is the best happiness in my life, and these people, they make me very happy every day, and I'm feeling great to drawing cute things all day.
Oh, so nice. And can you share some projects you are working on now or something which is coming up in the future?
Yeah. In this moment, I'm doing some designs for t-shirts and clothes. This is a big project I'm doing for a clothes brand, and they are not available yet. They will be available soon, and they will be sold internationally, and I'm super excited. I am so sorry, but I can't talk about this project yet.
It's still confidential.
You know, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Also, in this moment, I am building a new studio. This studio is very small. You can see it's very small. It's very small, and I need more space. A table to drawing original wash paintings, and a table for my Mac and my tablet, because the Wacom is a little big, and a big table for my printer, because it is very big, my printer. And also, now I'm working with an American editorial for some book series, but the same of first I signed a confidentiality contract, and I can't talk about this. I'm so sorry. And also I'm doing many new products to put on sale, like these calendar girls. Maybe you can see January, February. No more.
Nice.
To put in my Etsy store on October or maybe in November. This calendar girls is a series about my typical girls. Each month comes with a beautiful lady with the same of the month, with the them of the month. And they are available with 2 different weeks. An American weeks, because they start the calendar week on Sunday, an European calendar, because we start the calendar week on Monday. And also I will started the new Kickstarter maybe on March next year.
Oh, nice.
Of my second art book, and I don't know the name yet.
Perfect, but
it's
we will know in a few months.
Yeah.
And do you know what printer do you have? If you can recommend like a type of printer, if you like it.
Yeah, yeah, Epson still use. My printer is Epson still use for 1500 U. You know, all the Epsons for illustrators are the best, but I'm very happy with this, and I don't change it.
Ah, perfect.
No.
Good, good.
Yeah, yeah.
And let's talk about like how you combine your income streams. Is it mainly from your art prints or art book, or how does it look like? What do you live from?
Oh, I'm living of my art, only of my draws. My husband Joe, he works in other sector. But I work on editorial projects, some children books for some people. I'm working now with these people I can tell, but because it's not printed yet. And I open my commissions every 4 or 5 months, more or less, it depends. In fact, I will reopen my commission status tomorrow. And about my books, but the books is not the best. People can buy your book via Etsy store or maybe another platform, but the best point when you go with your books is on libraries, only on libraries. The people can buy this book on a library and another street, and is the best because I purchased more books in my libraries in all the libraries in one city than the Etsy shop.
Ah, okay, okay, now I get it. Yeah, yeah. Because I didn't hear the deliveries. That's why I was like, ah, okay.
Libraries.
And so how do you find new projects to work on?
I don't found anything until today, really. Every project that I work at until now, it happens because these people we found me via Instagram or mail or website as well. When I have two or more projects on the same time, I try to do these projects together. All projects with a clear combination. I try to accept all if I can, of course. This is.
And how do you decide if you cannot do the project? What is your decision making when you have to do yes or no to a project?
Mhm. Uh, well, when you have any job, maybe, for example, I don't know, when you are a policeman or policewoman, shop assistant, working, doctors working 8 hours a day, you have a joy. You have a job day by day. But in my case, and I think, and a lot of artists, we can work with some projects at the same time. It's my opinion, of course. You can put all of your attention in one project and another one. But I think, but you can work at the same time in 2, 3, or more projects if you have time to doing this. But I accept it all.
Oh, so you like to work on more projects at the same time?
Yeah, yeah. No,
Okay.
if I can. But yes, I accept it all. 2 or 3 projects. Yeah, it at the same time.
And what about your motivation? Like, do you have days when you feel like, not motivated, you don't want to create?
Uh, my first motivation, I think, of course, is my family. I'm a mother always. But normally I'm fine. Yeah, but it's possible. Yes, one bad day. Yeah. Maybe one day when I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling uninspired or strange, then I will take my pencil or in my tablet and whoa, surprise, inspiration is not here. And unfortunately, inspiration doesn't back. Frustrating, but is a big reality. We have a bad day when you're feeling like this. Recently, This is personal, but I tell to you, Anas. Um, Recently, my father and my father-in-law they detected a cancer
Oh no.
at the same week on December, the same Christmas week.
Oh my.
Horrible, but true. Um, it's emotional. Recently, my father and my father-in-law have the same week.
How is that possible?
Since this day until now, my inspiration is not the same,
Yeah.
and I know. And I'm not the same person that I was, but I'm fine.
Hmm.
But life gives to you some bad days and some happy days, and when you're working with art, is very important how you feel
Yeah.
because it's reflected in your jobs
Yeah.
always. And going better than this day, and step by step and day by day, I'm working with more inspiration and I'm feeling more comfortable. When the inspiration returns, you have to take it
Hmm.
and taking advantage to the opportunity. And this is the principle. Then, but I will not go to Los Angeles at City Next Animation this
Mm.
November.
Yeah.
It's a few weeks before I can start my territory because
Yeah.
November, December will be
Yeah. That's not a good
strong.
time. Yeah. But maybe.
But I return next year. I will return next year.
Good. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
next animation. Yeah.
Yeah, because then I will see you there. And but
Yeah, next
uh,
year.
because as you mentioned, like bad days or something, then the art can actually help, right, with getting over like a bad time period.
Yeah. No. But I, in these bad moments, you can catch the opportunity to feeling to feeling proud with your life, and you catch the opportunities who feel you happy
Hmm.
and with the family, friends, and my sons, and but I'm fine now. I'm more fine than the first day, and day by day I'm more strong.
That's good to hear. That's good. And to a lighter note now from the struggling time, is there like a product or service or something which makes your life easier, or something which helps you to like create stuff, something simplifies your life?
Hmm, I don't know, Eva.
Maybe that's the printer, as you said. If it is a good printer,
Yeah,
that makes your
yeah,
life easy, right?
yeah. Um, mm, mm, for me, the best are maybe my tablet.
Hmm.
Um, and my printer, of course. And I don't know, because for work, for work, a Wacom CMTQ like mine, and a Photoshop program, and yeah, my Wacom Cintiq table, and I've been working in a Cintiq since I started digital drawing
Yeah.
until today, and I love drawing directly on it. It's perfect for me and my
Yeah.
job, and I will buy again. And before buying my Wacom Cintiq, I use simple papers and pencils, but since my husband gave me away as a gift for my birthday the last year or 2 years ago, until now I'm using this tablet, and I don't have any intention to change it for the moment.
Do you have the big 24, or do you have like the smaller one, or yeah?
24, 24, yeah. And the iPad Pro 12. 12,
Mm-hmm. The
what
bigger
is
one.
that?
Yeah, yeah,
12,
12 something.
yeah,
And
yeah.
let's talk about the future. One of my last questions would be, how would you imagine your life in 5 to 10 years if you cannot fail and you are not afraid of anything and this is like your dream scenario?
Okay, a lot of things, and I think I continued until today at the moment. I'm working every day and continued as a freelance illustrator. But I will open to new projects, also open with the possibility to work in some or any animation industries or editorials.
Perfect. And what about like far, far in the future, in 100 years? What would you like to be remembered for?
Oh, I don't know, really. I'm fine at the moment working as a freelance, and this is what I want to do. I don't think about the future. I'm living day by day because I'm feeling very happy in this moment. But I'm aware that I have more big aspirations, yes, but I don't know which are. Every contract or every project I started is important, an important step. I want to say to other people, you aren't important by your contract or if you're working in a big animation company or brand. The most important, in my opinion, is if you work with love and passion, if you like and love what you do, you are on the best way. But I repeat, in my opinion, and I would like that the people in the future they saw my art and they throw this artist. Was a happy girl because her drawings are so happy and fresh. But I know not dreaming so big. I'm living my own dream, doing what I do.
Perfect. Yeah. So you have everything what you want now. So you are happy. That's really nice.
Yeah.
And thank you again for being here. It was so much fun. And before we say goodbye, maybe you can share the last advice or a key takeaway from your experience.
No, yeah, maybe say to you thank you so much because I'm relaxed and comfortable with you doing this interview. And think seriously, it's not the last video conference I will take with you. So thank you so much again. And one more thing. You asked me about favorite books, and I think about it. And the favorite books, of course, for me are Lipkiss, The Art of Nerea Mas, my first volume, and it's my first art book, and Mermaid, a compilation about all mermaids I created for Tom Bancroft Mermaid Challenge on May. But so I think the archive series of Walt Disney Animation Studios, if they are an artist or they like the animation way. But if not like art, any of Stephen King, I'm in love with all of their books, particularly with one, Pet Sematary. I love Stephen, and I'm one out of the bigger fans. And also I love reading every night when I'm on my bedroom before watching The Big Bang Theory. This is my favorite program.
Mine too.
And movies or documentary films. The Little Mermaid. This was the first movie that I watched when I was little. And now Ariel continues being my favorite character until today. And Belle from Beauty and the Beast, maybe. And in my opinion, have been the best creations in the world of animation. Also, I like The Secret Life of Pets.
Yeah, movie. I like that one as well.
Because I love animals. I have animals into my life since I was born, and my children love animals so much too, like my husband and me. And we're watching this movie since 4 months until today. or like Zootopia. In my country is Zootropolis. I love them all.
Yeah.
And And one particular thing, and is strange, because documentary film, maybe, I like animals documentaries on or Earth or Earth or planets, or I don't know, but documentary films about animation or artists, sincerely, I don't know, because I've never seen any of these them.
Okay. Yeah, I just saw
Is it true? I'm an illustrator, and I've never seen any of this.
Yeah, there was one new we just started, and it's called Abstract series. Yeah, and that one is on Netflix, and I think they have first season, which like 8 episodes, and each episode is about different designer or artist. So maybe you will like that one.
Oh, what's the name?
Abstract.
Okay, you found it. Hey, yeah.
Yeah. Ah, good. So maybe also our audience, they will like it as well. So let's see. And thank you again so much for being here. And thanks everyone for joining, and see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let me know in comments. Also, please subscribe to my channel for more videos, because I post new interview every single workday. You can also find the resources mentioned in this episode at artsideoflife.com. Just type a guest name in the search bar. There is also a little freebie waiting for you, so go check it out. If you want to listen to the interviews on the go, make sure to check out the podcast episodes at artsideoflife.com/podcast. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and don't forget to inspire each other. I will see you guys in the next episode.